Hello, friends. Yeah, welcome to Friday Night Love the Huhnkie episode 271.3. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, we did a lot of martial arts lately, so let's do dancing instead, okay? Kind of dancing martial arts, yin and yang things. Okay, all right. Yeah, Nene style, okay? Sure, sure. Thank you for introducing us this brand new style, okay? Yeah. All right, 5 minutes, thank you. Good exercise. Very light. Yeah. That's very hard. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Okay, welcome back. We are back. Well, it's Sunday, so happy Sunday morning. I feel very lazy today because it's just the weather is just too hot. Uh, I'm supposed to do the publishing because it's beginning of August. Every month I publish this in the name of humanity praise. I'll do that this evening, okay? I just this morning I was just want to relax. Yeah. So yesterday we talked about fishing. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Okay, this one ran out. Let me grab some another beer. Okay. Yeah, yesterday we talked about like politics, fishing. Okay. No, it's still good. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, like, sometimes as I drive, sometimes I'm like, I get really hungry. So in my car, I have peanuts, plastic bottle of peanuts, and also beef jerky, like sausage looking beef jerky. Okay, so it's just durable, they're dry. Uh-huh. So I eat them sometimes as I drive. Okay, safely. Okay, yeah. I'm like very hungry now. But yesterday I did wonderful the burger. It was good. Okay, burger and fries. But I ate half of it because it's a lot. Okay, so yeah, they gave me a lot. Okay, so thank you. And it was such a good burger. Okay, yeah. But I could not eat it all because it's a lot. Okay, so I ate half of it. Okay, so I ate later. Okay, the other half and yeah. Okay. And yesterday after the show, I watched some YouTube videos like Superman theme, Star Wars, yeah, science fiction. It was nice. Hmm. Movie clips. Yeah, yeah. Huh. Also, like the Bread King, Bakery King, Kim Taku, Korean TV show. I really appreciate the science behind the bakery. Okay, great culinary art. It was nice. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate culinary artists. Yeah, yeah. So they're doing competition, okay? It's these two guys and Kyunghap, okay? That's fancy Korean word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in Vixra.org, I published many papers, okay? And like humanology one, that was downloaded a lot. I was kind of wondering, why not other papers, okay? Then I realized it's because of if I type my name Huhnkie Lee in the Google, that's what shows up. That's why people downloaded it. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. So that humanized one actually is collection of papers. Okay. So it's like a book. So well, my father suggested, yeah, I should do that. Okay. So and I did. Okay. And so okay, good idea. Huh? With like table contents and everything. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, let's say finance, bro. Okay. I'm just too hungry. Do not have energy. But this beer is actually mango beer. Okay. So it has some sugar in there. So it's very nice. Yeah. Put 5 time in there. 5 minutes, bro. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of bored actually. Uh so let's do the special relativity, okay? So this proof of Albert Einstein, Dr. Albert Einstein's special relativity, okay? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Because I'm bored, okay? So it's published, but it's the paper's name is called the disproof of special relativity, but that's not the title. It's a more obscure title. It's the general relativity disproof that's fourth echelon theory. Okay, but special relativity disproof that's inertial axiom theory, something like that. Okay, so yeah, it's quite easy disproof. Okay, so the mathematics involved is probably a high school algebra. Okay, so it's not that difficult paper to understand. Okay, yeah. Okay. And so some couple of approaches. Okay, so Mr. Albert Einstein, he said, okay, you do not need a book to disprove. If you want to disprove my theory, yeah, you don't need all that book. You just give me one example. Okay, and okay. So Dr. Albert Einstein, let me give you one example to disprove you. Okay. Uh, the Mr. Albert Einstein made a wrong assumption. Okay, he said speed of light is the maximum in vacuum is the maximum speed in the universe. Okay, so I disproved him. Okay, let's say I have this string. Okay, or it could be a ruler, stick, the long object. Okay, and if I pull it, let's say this string is 1 mile long, a rope. Well, string, rope is too heavy. Okay, some long string that's 1 mile long, a Yankee, okay? What's the speed of that signal method? In quantum mechanics, yeah, they say quantum entanglement, but they use like fancy mathematics that I do not understand, okay? So I think quantum mechanics are a little bit overrated, okay? In my opinion, okay? Like, I do not know too much about it, but my impression is that it's overrated, okay? And but I don't know too much about it. Okay, so yeah, so quantum entanglement theory in quantum mechanics, they pretty much say the same thing. Okay, but in humanology, we're economic. We want the easiest way. Mathematics, we rather use the easiest mathematics. Okay. Yeah, we do not want to waste energy. So yes, signal method, pulling the string, 1 mile long string. Okay, so my question to you: what's the speed of that signal method? String signal method, just pulling it from one mount top to next mount top, 1 mile long. Okay, what's the speed of that signal? Pulling the string. If you want to think about it, okay. So, what's the temperature now? It's 56 Fahrenheit. That's not bad. That's 10 Celsius. Okay, but somehow it feels very hard. Okay, so all right. So if you have to think about it, what's the speed of that signal method? Pulling the string. If you have to think about it, okay. Hint: it's faster than speed of light. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. So that's one disproof of Albert Einstein's special relativity. Okay. Yeah, so I like mathematics, but when we do like science other than mathematics, okay, if you want to use mathematics as little as possible, okay. If we have to use mathematics, then easiest mathematics as easy as possible because we want to be economic. We do not want to waste energy, okay? Uh, so we don't need quantum mechanics to disprove Albert Einstein's special relativity, okay? We just need one string, okay? So and our friends in social media pointed out that, well, but how about the speed of the string itself? I can yank it very fast or yank it very slow. But the thing is this, that's good point though. Okay, yeah, I'm glad they pointed out. Okay, so but the signal method pulling the string, it does not depend on the speed of the string. Okay, then what's the speed of the signal method? Is infinity. Okay, why? So let's say my name is Huhnkie, okay, and let's say 1 mile away, there's Mr. Adam, okay, or it could be Mr. Albert Einstein, sure. Let's do it, Mr. Albert Einstein, okay, so 1 mile away from me, Huhnkie, there's Mr. Albert Einstein, okay, so I'm pulling the string. Okay, my question to you, Mr. Albert Einstein, what's the speed of this signal method? It's infinity, okay, yeah, because it's instantaneousness, okay, it's true spontaneity. Okay, it does not depend on the speed of light. No. Now, let's say this long string. Let's do thought experiment, okay? That Mr. Einstein rightfully advocated for. Yeah, that's good part of his theory, okay? Yeah. A string that is, let's say, 10,000 miles long. Yeah, that is some optic cable on the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, optic cable, okay, for internet, right? They do that stuff, okay? So, but that's too heavy, okay? And it's string from here, Alaska, America, to South Korea. How many miles? Maybe 5,000 miles. I don't know. 10,000. Whatever miles, okay? So from Alaska, America to South Korea, one string, okay? Maybe fishing line, something very light, okay? And I pull it. Maybe it's too heavy still. Okay, then machinery, some gigantic engine, diesel powered hauling machine. Okay, yeah, pull it. Thin fishing line from Alaska, America to South Korea. Pull it. How much time does it take for, okay, in South Korea, okay, what's man's name? Common name. Cholsu, Mr. Cholsu, okay. Let's say Mr. Kim Cholsu or Lee Cholsu, whatever, but I'm Huhnkie, okay, so yeah, good morning. Look, you need to change your name, okay? It's a little bit too scary. Okay? But I'll let you go with the warning this time, okay? Yeah, just be positive, okay? Mm. So the question is this: we're doing physics, okay? So thought experiment, okay? So let's say at what? It's like 9 a.m. Okay. So let's say 10 a.m. Alaska time, okay? In Korea time, what is now? Let's say 10 a.m. Alaska, America. Typically, rule of thumb, you at 5. So, okay, 3 p.m., but you switch a.m. and p.m. Okay, so 3 a.m. Okay, Korea time. This long fishing line from Alaska, America to South Korea. Okay, like I don't know, 5,000 miles long string fishing line. Okay, and I pull it with a machine, tractor machine. Okay, they pull it. Okay, my question to you is this. Okay, how many seconds or how many minutes, hours does it take for Mr. Ichosu get that signal by pulling the string? Okay, Huhnkie is pulling the string from Alaska, America. In South Korea, yeah, Mr. Lee Chosu is observing. Okay, compare that to speed of light. Let's say flashlight or laser from Alaska, America to South Korea. It may take a couple of seconds. I don't know, maybe 0.5 seconds for light, flashlight or laser beam from Alaska, America to South Korea. Okay, it's not instantaneous, no. But how about pulling the string? How many seconds, minutes, hours does it take from the moment I pull the string in Alaska, America, and Mr. Lee Chosu in South Korea to realize that I pulled the string, the signal method? How long does it take? 1 second, 2 seconds? That's my question to you, okay? Yeah, if you have to think about it, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes break, thank you. Welcome to human school, okay? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's to answer that question. The signal method, the speed of that string pulling method is infinity, okay? Because the speed is, yeah, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, we talk about physics, okay? Yeah. The speed of object is what? Distance over time, okay? Distance divided by the time, okay? The speed in equation. One division, okay? And long distance from Alaska to Korea, maybe 5,000 miles. I don't know. Okay, so long distance. Okay, but time for of the signal method string pulling. Okay, is 0. So 5,000 miles over 0 second. That's infinity. Okay, and it's faster than speed of light. Okay, there we go. Easy, right? What kind of mathematics did we use? Yeah, arithmetic, division. That's all we need to disprove Albert Einstein's special relativity. Okay, so Okay, there it is. Yeah, welcome to human school. Okay, so I like mathematics, but in physics, we want to use easy mathematics as easy as possible because we do not want to waste energy. Okay, so welcome. Good morning. Yeah, but that's one approach. In the paper, inertial axiom theory, I did use a little bit more mathematics. Okay, uh, because that's good disproof of special relativity theory by Einstein, but I use another method. So basically, I disproved them twice in special relativity. Okay, general relativity, yeah, it's another matter. Okay, but I disproved them there too. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I did not use tensor calculus to disprove general relativity. Okay. I attacked his assumption. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that string pulling method, signal method, it does not depend upon speed of the string pulling. Okay. It's just still instantaneous signaling method. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We do not need quantum mechanics there. Okay. String pulling. They talk about quantum entanglement. It's the same concept, but they use fancy mathematics, and I do not understand what they're saying. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, but in a sense, they're our allies, because we have the same conclusion. Okay. All right. Sure. But we don't need that. Okay. So yeah. But it's good to have some allies there. Okay. Sure. But I do not know the advanced mathematics, okay? Like group theory, whatever. I know just a little bit, okay? So, yeah. So we just need one string to disprove Albert special relativity, okay? How about general relativity, disproof? We'll talk about that after 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Again, it's not that difficult. So special relativity, Mr. Albert Einstein's false assumption is that the speed of light is the maximum speed. Okay, so I'll take that assumption. Okay, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, we'll talk about physics. Okay, yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Thank you. And after 5 minutes, yeah, we'll disprove general relativity by Mr. Einstein. Okay. Okay, let's do this proof of general relativity by Mr. Albert Einstein. Okay, so again, he made false assumption there too. Okay, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Why does he keep making false assumptions like that? So he assumed again, made wrong assumption, Mr. Albert Einstein. Okay, he said he assumed that falsely. Okay, the gravitational acceleration, yeah, 9.8 meter per second squared, okay, is indistinguishable with the moving object's acceleration, okay. Strange idea, okay. So he says indistinguishable. That's why light bend around the sun. It does not, okay. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. We have this accelerometer. It's an equipment, electronic equipment, okay. Accelerometer, okay. It measures in like digital screen, okay. It's a device to measure acceleration, okay. And I'm on planet Earth, so we have this gravitation, 9.8 meter per second squared, okay. But if I'm holding this accelerometer, it will measure zero because I'm not moving. I'm just sitting here drinking blueberry vodka, okay. Mhm. But if I go out bungee jumping safely, okay, I do not do that because I do not like heights. But hypothetically, thought experiment, okay. And if I go bungee jumping, okay, and safely, okay, with strong cord, okay. If I go, whoa, if I go like parachute, again, I do not like heights, okay. Skydiving, some people do that. I do not. I don't like heights, okay. But let's say hypothetically, thought experiment, okay. Let's say I have safe parachute, front and back, spare, double parachutes, okay. So and I jump out of the airplane, free falling with parachutes. And before I deploy the parachutes, okay, skydiving, I look at the accelerometer. Yeah, 9.8 meter per second squared, okay? Gravitation, okay? Because I'm accelerating, free falling, okay? Yeah. And I deploy parachutes, then I slow down, whatever. But before that, it was 9.8 meter per second squared, okay? But if I'm measuring accelerometer right here, right now, sitting in my chair in Alaska, drinking vodka, okay, you say 0 meter per second squared because I'm not moving. But I'm still under the influence of alcohol, but also gravitation. And there's difference. Like Huhnkie, bungee jumping, or skydiving, accelerometer will say 9.8 meter per second squared. But Huhnkie drinking alcohol, sitting in his chair in Alaska, accelerometer reading will be 0. Although, in those two occasions, Huhnkie skydiving, bungee jumping, yeah, the same gravitational force. Huhnkie sitting in his chair, drinking vodka in Alaska, it kind of rhymes, huh? Yeah, but accelerometer reading is 0. Although, I'm on the same planet Earth, exact same gravitational force, but there's two differences. 0 versus 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay, so Mr. Albert Einstein's assumption was wrong. In his theory, general relativity, the field equation, fancy mathematics, tensor calculus, okay, because it started with wrong assumption, it's domino effect, okay. Everything thereafter is wrong. I'm sorry to some physicists, who got PhD in physics by like studying special general relativities. I'm sorry, but look, I'm sorry, but I'm doing my job as a scientist. Okay, so science should not be about human compassion, sympathy. No, science has to be about the truth. I'm also a human being, and I'm sorry, but look, I have to do my job. Okay. Yeah, I do have compassion, sympathy. Okay, but I mean, all I can say is I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, but look, they made money. Okay, yeah, they got sometimes Nobel Prize, so it's good. They made money. Okay, although it's wrong theory, but they made money. Okay, so yeah, this everything's fine. Okay, yeah, they're not gonna lose their job. They can study something else in physics. Okay, so okay, yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Now time check. Uh, yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, 5 minutes. Okay. But the thing is this, it's not just Dr. Albert Einstein's theory that I disproved, okay? I disproved many different mainstream theories. Okay. For example, just one another example, okay? Mr. Alfred Marshall, he's economist in like Cambridge, United Kingdom, okay? So Cambridge University, okay? He was a physicist actually, okay? But he moved over to economics, okay? So I learned about that from my father, who's economist. Okay. Uh, because he published many books. Okay, I read it. Okay, in Korean language. Okay, so he's a good writer. My father is. Okay, so Yeah, I read his books, okay? Yeah. And he asked me to translate it to English, okay? I said, well, I'm sorry, father, I'm kind of busy. I do my own stuff, mathematics and whatnot, okay? So, but thank you for the offer, though, okay? So I was flattered, okay? So, I saw that to him, yeah, you can use Google Translator, okay? So, okay. And so Mr. The Alfred Marshall is supply and demand curve in economics. Okay, I learned it. I got an A in the microeconomics. Okay, so when I was in medicine concern. Okay, so but later on I disproved it. Okay, it's not mathematically rigorous. Okay, but Mr. The Alfred Marshall in United Kingdom. Okay, uh, yeah, his mathematical modeling of economics is not correct. Okay, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, my professional leaders. Yeah, martial arts education development. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're talking about science. Okay, yeah. So the paper, transactional demand theory. Okay, I was very mathematically rigorous. There, I did use calculus, integral calculus, integration. Okay, yeah. Mhm. So in that theory, there's only one curve. It's demand curve. Okay, there's no such a thing as supply curve. Okay, so okay, yeah, and I did present that paper to my father. And he said, yeah, okay, good job, son, Huhnkie, but I don't quite understand this paper, okay? So to me, I took it as a compliment, okay? But I did use some fancy mathematics, not too fancy, just integration, calculus, okay? And he said, yeah, I don't quite understand this, okay? So, yeah, I said, yeah, 감사합니다, 아버지. Thank you, Dad. Welcome, good morning. Yeah, my professional doors. Yeah, martial arts, education, core development. Okay, thank you. You're fantastic. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who else did I disprove? Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, $100 bill, right? Yeah, the daylight time saving, right? And I did analyze his theory mathematically. Okay, and result, it does not save any time. Yeah, daylight saving time. Okay, what a waste of people's energy. It does not save any time. Okay, so he was wrong. Okay, yeah, Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Okay, because he's not a mathematician. Okay, so it's a wrong theory. Okay, daylight saving time. Okay, so yeah, by Mr. Benjamin Franklin. Okay, because he's not a mathematician. Okay, so he got it wrong. It doesn't save anything. Okay, so all this time, well, past like 200 years in America and other countries too. Okay, they've been wasting their energy switching 1 hour like springtime, autumn time, okay, uh, because of this Benjamin Franklin's wrong theory. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's a comedy. Okay, yeah. Now let's take 5 minutes break. Vocal rest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, all these scientists, okay, they make wrong theories and people wasting their energy. Ah, Oh, yeah. Welcome back. We're back. Good morning. Yeah, so we talked about science, like physics, economics. Okay. How about politics? Again, in America, they voted for wrong candidate, the guy in the White House. Okay. Now, Americans are paying for their mistake. Inflation. Okay. In the grocery store, it's so expensive. Okay. So yeah, Americans they voted for wrong candidate. Okay, so guy in the White House. Okay, inflation worsened, so things are expensive. Just because they voted for wrong candidate in the election season, they're wasting a lot of money in the supermarket. Okay, tariff, war, all that stuff. A lot of waste there. Yeah. But the thing is this, okay, we are living in an imperfect world. Some people are perfect, like you and me, okay? But some other people are imperfect. So we are living in this imperfect world with some imperfect people, and people make mistakes. Okay, yeah, but we are optimistic in human rights school. Okay, yeah, things will get better. Yes, things will get better. Okay, yeah, just take time. Yeah, evolution is very slow process, but you get better. Okay. So my attitude toward the world is this. Okay, let's just sit back and relax, enjoy. Just take it as a comedy. It's hilarious. Like all these physicists, Nobel Prize winner, right? Wasting their time studying wrong theories, like Mr. Albert Einstein's special general relativity is okay. But I do not want to make fun of them because I mean, I do not make fun of people because I'm a nice guy. I'm a good person. But it's not my intention to make fun of them, okay? But in a sense, I think it's funny. We are talking about MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or Harvard, Yale, Cambridge, Oxford. They're very PhD level. But well, I'm a PhD dropout, okay? I went to Cornell, okay, and computational biology, okay, back in the days. I don't even have PhD, okay? I'm PhD dropout, okay? I admire people who do PhD, okay? It's intense studying. I could not do it. It was too much for me, okay? But to me, it's funny that with all the fancy institutions, top universities, they got it wrong. So many people with PhDs in physics, okay? Yeah, they got it wrong, okay? Is it sad? I don't think so. I'm optimistic, okay? I'm a happy person. I want to be happy, okay? I think it's funny, okay? With all their fancy degrees in fancy schools, they still got it wrong, okay? But I do not want to laugh at them because I'm nice, okay? I do not want to make fun of them, but I think it's hilarious. Okay, I think it's comedy. Yeah, so many people with PhDs. Yeah. Yeah. But look, they got their PhD in physics, okay, and they got a job, they made money, okay, so everything's fine, okay, so, but it's weird. It's not a crime to get a PhD based on wrong theory like special general relativity. Okay, it's not a crime. Okay, it's not illegal. But it's a waste. Okay, because it's a wrong theory. Okay, but they made money and they paid a mortgage. Maybe get married, feed their children with that money. Okay, that's good. Again, I think it's hilarious. Okay. Come to think about it, okay, so welcome to human school, okay? But I apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings, but I have to do my job as a scientist, okay? All I can say is I'm sorry. I apologize, okay? But uh, just doing my job, okay? We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? And then we'll talk about law because I'm a lawyer in Alaska, okay? Yeah, sure. 5 minutes, thank you. Time check, okay? Yeah, it's been 1 hour, okay? Yeah, let's ventilate, okay? Yeah. All right, let's open the window, okay? Yeah, oxygen. All right. 5 minutes, thank you. Yeah. Okay, welcome back, we're back. So yeah, I'm a lawyer in Alaska, okay? So I do like mathematics, physics, whatever, science in my spare time, okay? So yeah, welcome, good morning, okay? Yeah. Look, you need to change your name, okay? It's not age appropriate, okay? So yeah. Now, okay, I'm a lawyer in Alaska, okay? So I've made friends. I practice civil law, okay, but some of my friends practice criminal law, okay? Yeah. Welcome, good morning. Yeah, we talk about law, okay? So some of my friends are public defenders or private defense attorneys or some other friends of mine in Alaska, lawyer friends, okay, they're prosecutors. Some of my friends are judges, okay. Yeah. And judges, they do criminal law, civil law, they do everything, okay, in Alaska, okay. So yeah, I appreciate their service, okay. And prosecutor friends, okay, uh, very difficult job, okay, yeah. They're very busy, okay. There's so many crimes, okay. People with issues, okay. So I appreciate their service too. Yeah. Uh, so some analogy to be made here, okay. As a scientist, I kind of like playing the role of prosecutor, okay. Mr. Albert Einstein, Mr. Albert Marshall, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, Mr. Isaac Newton, okay. I disprove their theories, okay. I'm saying you are wrong, Mr. Albert Einstein, Mr. Albert Marshall, Mr. Isaac Newton. You're wrong, okay. So I'm playing the role as a prosecutor of these scientists, mainstream scientists, who came up with wrong theories. I'm disproving them, okay? I'm doing my job as a scientific prosecutor, okay? I'm saying, yeah, you're wrong, Mr. Albert Einstein, Mr. Alfred Marshall. You're wrong, okay? So kind of job as a scientific prosecutor, okay? Because prosecutors, their job is to send people to jail. The kind of people who need to be corrected, who commit some crimes, okay? I appreciate it, okay? But sometimes innocent people get wrongfully accused. It happens because people make mistakes, okay? And public defenders or criminal defense attorneys in private sector, okay? I appreciate them too, okay? They're very busy people, okay? Mhm. I have many lawyer friends in Alaska, okay? So, but in science, we're not dealing with criminals, okay? Albert Einstein, he's not a criminal, okay? I He doesn't have bad intention to harm people. No, it's wrong theory, special general relativity by Mr. Albert Einstein. Okay, it did waste people's time and money. Yes, it's wrong theory. Okay, but what's the big deal? People made money. They got jobs. They got their PhD. They got job as a professor in universities. Okay, so everything's fine. Okay, everything's fine. Nobody got hurt. No, he created many jobs. Although it's the wrong theory. And all these people in physics, PhDs, okay, they got job, they got married, pay for their children's food and house mortgage, okay. Good. Some people even got Nobel Prize. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, but in criminal law, okay, prosecutors, public defenders, judges, jurors, uh, we want to protect community. Okay, I'm not in criminal law. Okay, but I actually in pro bono for free basis in my past because I've been lawyer for 8 years. Okay, we did take some cases pro bono basis. Okay, in the past. Okay. But the thing is this, okay, they want to protect the community. Yeah, the dangerous criminals, they should be in prison, okay, because they're too dangerous, okay, they're too angry, some mental illness, okay, so they should not be out on the street because they hurt people, okay. Correctional facility, prison, okay. Yes, let's teach them a lesson, okay? So they cannot hurt people like that, like school bullies. We cannot allow that to happen. So prosecutors, do they feel sorry about it? Like sending people in jail, prison? I'm sure they do feel sorry sometimes, okay? But in Alaska, we do not have death penalty. Some states in America have death penalty, okay? Like Florida, California, some states, they're old school, okay? They have death penalty, okay? Alaska do not have death penalty, okay? We have life sentence, okay? But many states in America abolished death penalty, okay? I do not like death penalty. Give it one second chance, okay? Please. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so criminal law is very serious business, okay? It's not like science where we debate about some theory. Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, or like Alfred Marshall, or Carl Friedrich Gauss, German mathematician, okay? Here we debate about their theories. Become luxury are them. But when it comes to criminal law, public defenders, private defense attorneys, prosecutors, judges, it's very serious business. Okay, we are talking about people's lives. Should we send this person to prison for 10 years? I could not do it, okay? Yeah, when I was unemployed for 8 months last year, I had interviews with prosecutors, public defenders, okay, or private sector, criminal defense attorneys, okay. So, uh, I could not do it, okay. It's too heavy. I appreciate your service. I do. Okay. It's just that it's not for me. Okay. Everybody's different. Okay. So me, I rather prosecute wrong scientists. Okay, with wrong theories. Okay, because nobody getting hurt. Nobody going to prison. Okay. I just disprove Albert Einstein's theories. Okay. Nobody's going to prison there. Okay. Nobody's hurting anybody. Okay. It's just a waste of money and time. Okay. Wrong theories. Okay. I'm willing to prosecute them, wrong scientists like Albert Einstein, Alfred Marshall, Benjamin Franklin, Isaac Newton. Okay, like misdemeanor case in science, like Friedrich Marsh with the Gauss. Okay, what's that? The modular arithmetic. Okay, yeah, if it's not wrong, it's inefficient. So it's a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. Okay, so I'm willing to prosecute wrongful scientists, okay, because they're not going to jail, okay, and actually they're not even on planet Earth anymore, okay. So, but yeah, so more metaphysical level, okay. So nobody going to jail, nobody's losing their jobs, okay. So easier, lighter to deal with, okay. But in criminal law, yeah, it's heavy. I could not do it, okay. So, but I appreciate their service. It's an important job. Yes, I know. We have to protect people from bad people. They should be in jail, prison. Okay, so they're doing that. Police officers, prosecutors, public defenders, judges. Okay, they do their best to do the right thing to protect people from criminals. Okay, so I appreciate their service. Okay, but I do not want to do it. Why? It's too heavy. Okay, yeah, it's too like traumatizing. Okay, I do not, I cannot do it. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, yeah. Well, I appreciate their service. Okay, yeah, I do. Yes, so welcome we are back. We'll talk about law. Okay, so uh, about about 8 years ago, somewhere around there. Okay, yeah. In Alaska, we have lawyers. Okay, including myself. We have some social events as lawyers. Okay, hosted by Alaska Bar Association. Okay, they're cool people. I made friends there. Okay, so welcome. Good morning. Okay, yeah. My professional leaders. Yeah, martial arts education, development. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we talk about law. Okay, yeah. So I met some state level prosecutors. Okay, social events, networking. Okay, about 8 years ago. Okay, and that guy is younger than me. Okay, uh, yeah. So I'm 48. So 8 years ago I was like 40. And that guy was like 27 or something. He's a young guy. Okay, prosecutor, state level. Okay, we met in social events. Okay, so I asked him. Okay, so hey, okay, you're Alaska State prosecutor. Okay, and thank you for your service. Okay, he's like very good looking guy. Okay, suit and tie, prosecutor in Alaska. Okay, okay, thank you for your service. Okay, he kind of look like Hollywood movie star. Okay, suit and tie, handsome guy. Okay, but I'm straight. He's straight. Okay, so we just mad. Okay, so I asked him. Okay, hey, do you get some nightmares? All the exhibits, photos of this crime scene. Do you get like nightmares? And his response, no. That's what he said. Okay. I was just wondering. Okay. So maybe they get used to it. Okay. Because they're dealing with all that stuff every day, right? Yeah. Okay. Maybe they get used to it. Okay. Habituation in psychology. Okay. biology too. Okay, okay, I guess I get used to it. Okay, but me, I cannot deal with that stuff. Okay, no, I cannot do it. Okay. How about surgeons, doctors, nurses, emergency room? Okay, yeah, surgery. Okay, yeah, it's important job. I appreciate their service. Okay, but I cannot do it. Okay, the blood, uh, organs. I cannot do it. It's too scary for me. Okay, yeah, to me, I do not want to see that stuff. Okay, yeah, but I appreciate their service. Okay, emergency medical technicians, EMT. Okay, I appreciate their service. Okay, they're saving lives. Okay, but me, I cannot do it. It's too scary. Okay, so I rather deal with mathematics, numbers, letters. Okay. Mm. I rather deal with normal people. Okay, in human school, yeah, it's human school is not a mental hospital. Okay, so there's some people in the internet with some issues. Okay, and I do not want to deal with people with some issues. Okay, so I rather deal with normal people. Okay, I'm like a high school teacher. Okay, yeah, there's some special education institution. Okay, with people with some learning disability. Okay, I appreciate their service. Okay, and therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists that deal with people with mental illness. Okay, I appreciate their service. Okay, but in human school, I'd rather deal with normal people. Okay, yeah. We're doing science, advanced science. Okay, so I appreciate people, professionals who deal uh some with some challenges in their lives. Okay, I appreciate their service. To me, uh, I want to live an easy life. Yeah, maybe I'm selfish, but it's just the way I am. Okay, I do not want to tackle with mentally ill people. Okay, I do not want to deal with them because it's too much, too heavy. Okay, I'm like a teacher in ordinary school where students are normal. They do not have intellectual disability, learning disability. No, they are normal people. Yeah, I'm willing to teach them. Okay, but people with learning disability, yeah, I do not want to deal with those people. Okay, because it's just too much. Okay, so I appreciate special education teachers. Okay, they're like special forces. Okay, they are like very cool people. Okay, but I'm a special forces dropout. Okay, when I was in the army, I tried that, but I could not do it. Okay, PhD, I tried that, I could not do it. It's too much. Okay, so I'm very ordinary person, very average. Okay, so I do not want to deal with those special things. Okay, PhD, special forces. it's too much. Okay, so okay, I'd rather live an easy life, ordinary, normal life, dealing with easy people, normal people. Okay, so yeah, I apologize if I disappointed everybody. Okay, but I'm just being honest. Okay, I cannot deal with those exceptional cases. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Okay, I cannot do it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you. I'm just being honest. Okay. Now time check. How much time do we have left? We have more than 30 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm sorry if I disappointed you, okay? But the thing is this, everybody's different, okay? So I have my own interest, like mathematics, physics, whatever, economics, okay, linguistics. I'm more like scholar, secular scholar, okay? Although I dropped out of PhD program, but I still study, okay? Languages, okay? But when it comes to people with some disability, like homeless people in Alaska, I do not give them money. Sometimes they ask me to give them cigarettes. I say no because I do not. I have sympathy, compassion, okay, but I'm not a social worker. I appreciate social workers, okay, to help, who help homeless people, okay. But me, it's not my area of interest, and I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate social workers. They're professionals. They study like psychology, rehabilitation. Okay, I appreciate their service, but it's not my area of interest. Okay. So these days I do not give cigarette to homeless people because if I do, they keep coming back to me for more cigarettes. Okay, I do not want that. I'm sorry. Okay. Because I want to live an easy life, okay? It's just too much, okay? Yeah, there's some professionals who can deal with them, okay? Safely, right? There's decades of training there, okay? Therapists, okay? Good, okay? I appreciate that service, okay? But me, uh, yeah, maybe I'm being selfish, okay? I do not want to deal with homeless people, okay? But I appreciate social workers who help them, okay? But For me, I don't want to do that. Okay, because it's just too much. Okay, I cannot handle it. I don't do mathematics. Okay, so. But there are other people out there, social workers, appreciate their service. Okay, they can handle homeless people, right? You know, to help them. I appreciate their service. Okay, I do. It's just that it's not my area of interest. Okay, I feel sorry, homeless people. Okay, but I do not want to deal with them. Okay, and it's too much. Okay, so but I appreciate social workers to help them out. Okay, I do. Okay, yeah. Look, and they're happy. Social workers helping homeless people. They're very passionate about it. Okay, I'm glad that they exist. Okay, great professionals, very charitable, compassionate, sympathetic. I appreciate them. Okay, okay. But this diversity of professions, interest areas. Okay, I do my job as a scientist. Okay, I mean, who's gonna disprove Albert Einstein's special general relativity theories? Okay, I'm playing a role as a scientist. Okay, who's gonna defy this gigantic figure? Dr. Albert Einstein, Alfred Marshall, Benjamin Franklin, Isaac Newton, Carl Friedrich Gauss. Not many people can defy them because they're giants. There's international celebrities. So in this society, I mean, I am feeling that role to point out, to prosecute wrong scientists, okay, wrongful scientific theories, okay. Not many people can do that, okay. People that scared. Who's going to defy Albert Einstein? Not many people can do that. So I'm doing my job. Not many people can do. Define Albert Einstein, okay, yeah. Disproving his theories. Not many people can do that, okay, because they're scared. They don't have the guts, okay. So in a way, I'm kind of special forces, okay, but in a safe way, okay. Yeah. Nobody going to jail, okay. We're not dealing with criminals, okay. We're not doing anything illegal, okay. We're just talking about science, okay, physics, mathematics, okay. So I can do that, okay. Sure. Yeah. Welcome. Good morning. Mhm. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? I like your name. It's very philosophical name. Poetic, okay? So, nice. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Thank you. All right. Now time check. How many minutes do we have? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Yeah, we got like 10 minutes, okay? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Humor School, okay? Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about religion. Okay, yeah, Mr. Jesus, in Bible, Christianity, New Testament. Okay, he asked his disciples, okay, hey, are you willing to follow me? Bitter cup of some bitter liquid. Okay, yeah, I know Bible. Okay, so Mr. just said that to his disciples. Okay, 2,000 years ago. Okay, if he asked me, hunkily, okay, are you willing to follow me? Take this bitter cup and drink it. I'll say no. Well, I'll ask him, okay, Mr. Jesus, what kind of cup is like Holy Grail as a carpenter wooden cup? What's in there? Is it like wine or vodka, whiskey? What kind of liquid is in there, Mr. Jesus? Oh, it's something very bitter. Hunkily, are you gonna follow me and drink it with me or not? Okay, Mr. Just my response to you is it depends. Okay, is it like raw wine or vodka, whiskey? Yeah, then I drink it with you. Okay, but you say it's something very bitter. What is it, Mr. Just? Oh, Mr. Hunkey is cross fiction. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, no, thank you, Mr. Just. I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna cross fiction. I don't do that stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Just. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, Hunkily, you just rejected my offer. I'm Son of God. I'm Mr. Jesus. You just rejected my offer to join me, follow me. How dare you, Hunkily? Well, Mr. Jesus, there are other people out there, okay? So it doesn't have to be me, okay? So, yeah, let them follow you, okay? You do not need me there, all right? Yeah, I appreciate Christianity, I do. But I'm a humanologist, and I have to do the line, okay? Boundary. Mr. Jesus, I appreciate your service, but I appreciate your service, Mr. Jesus, but I'm not going to be part of your salvation business. Although I appreciate people who follow you salvation business, I appreciate them, but I have to say no. I do not want to do it because it's too scary. Yeah, doctors, nurses, yeah, surgery, yeah, emergency room. I appreciate their service, okay, their professionalism, but it's not something I want to deal with. I cannot do it. So I guess I kind of dropped out of Christianity. Okay, it's too heavy. Salvation business. Okay, I cannot do it. All right, yeah, it's too much work. But there are people who can do it. Okay, I'm glad there exist some people who can do it. Okay, so yeah, good people. I appreciate them. Okay, but me personally, I cannot do it. In my past, yeah, I did volunteerism. Yeah, in my past, I'm 48. Okay, I did deal with those people in my past, okay, many times. Now I'm too old. I cannot do that anymore. But the young people, okay, yeah, they can have high energy, younger people, okay, so they go to charitable organization, get a good job there and save people's lives, their soul, make them repent. Ah, that's great. That's beautiful, okay. I appreciate them, okay. But me, I'm too old to save people's lives, their souls. So I don't do that anymore, okay. I used to when I was younger, okay. But nowadays, I just do science, mathematics, okay. It's a lot easier than saving people's lives, their souls, okay. That's for younger people, okay. I cannot do it anymore. Okay. So in human school, okay, you need to be normal because I'm old. I cannot deal with abnormal people, okay. You need to watch out words, okay, and you need to study. It could be science or arts, music, and you cannot date until you turn 27. Okay, in human school, yeah, we promote education, knowledge, martial arts, exercise. Okay, you cannot violate those rules in human school. Okay, so because we are very academic here. Okay, so no dating until you turn like 27. Okay, so yeah, you have to be very normal, good person to remain in human school. Okay, with me. Because I'm old. I'm 48. Okay, so and I do not have energy to tolerate deviation from the rules of human school. Okay, I just do not have energy. Okay, so in human school, you have to be normal. You have to be academic, and you have to study uh, books and good exercise. Okay, but please feel free to leave me. Yeah, go out there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's good schools out there. Okay, other than human school. Okay. Well, that's all I have to say, okay? I'm kind of drunk. I'm hungry too. I have to eat some food, okay? So, mm, mm. Okay. I'll see you next time, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see you next time, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm. Yeah, welcome to Human School. See you next time, okay? Thank you. Mhm. Yeah.